Everybody, here's an update. So we got the torque converter on, and I stripped the motor of the exhaust pipe, fuel tank, and air filter box. And so this is how it fits on here. It's all nice and tight and everything. We did not have enough room to put everything back on due to the fact that we are having to lift that up. I was originally only going to do one layer of bar, as in just this one across. But we had to add two due to this rubbing against the metal down here in the bottom. And so you can't have that rubbing. Also, it was better for this clearance so it could hop over this. It's not tight right now, but when it's tight, it clears it. Also, when you squat, when you're sitting on it, it squats down more. So we'll definitely have enough clearance. We'll have enough chain due to the fact that it's right there. We still have this big open gap here for anything we want to put, like a battery or anything later down in the future. That's just an empty gap now for whatever. And yeah, the motor fits in there. It is quite wide, as you can see. It sticks out mostly on this end, but it fits. Right now it's not bolted down or anything, so it is still wobbly in there. We're gonna go get bolts for the mount down here. And we're going to cut an additional 8 inches off of here because we don't need as much on this side. And it's also going to cut more off of that end, as you see down there. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. We're going to weld these to the frame after we get it bolted up and like positioned in place properly. And then we're going to weld these onto those. And then there's going to be a third one of these once I cut these pieces up. And then we're going to do little triangular brackets from the bottom to the top so that it's nice and strong so that this motor's not coming off. I'm going to modify the exhaust, and we're going to cut off this top box here. I'm going to cut it right here, and I'm going to modify it for the old exhaust. So then I'm going to shorten it a lot because the old exhaust used to come out like over here on this side. So I'm going to modify that to fit that hole. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put the gas tank up here where the original one was and modify the plastics a little bit for it to fit when we get to the plastics part. And also the air box actually fits for now, like barely, like it's scraping against this. If there needs to be any modifications to that, it will. I'm probably going to replace it anyways with the performance air filter just because of the way it fits. And yeah, pull start's still in good open position. Probably going to be a lot more modifications to the plastics and stuff, just due to the fact of the way this fits. I don't think that casing's going to go on. It may in the future, but in order for that casing to fit, I'm going to have to cut up this metal, and I really don't see a point to that. Or I can just cut up the plastic, but for now it's going to stay off, but I'll leave it on, or put it back on later if I need it. Yeah, so far it works pretty well. I haven't actually started it yet, so we'll get that in another update. And for now, we're just gonna get to welding and fitting. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this part so far, just due to how much has happened. And I'm gonna go to the hardware store, get the parts that I need, and we'll be back for part 3. And yeah, it should be finished pretty soon, guys. This has been like 2 weeks in the making. Just been slow with all the parts coming in because of the shipping delays and things because of coronavirus. But yeah, other than that, we're looking good. I think this will end up good. See y'all in the next part. It's gonna be pretty cool driving this thing around, man. Seeing ATV videos with this, it's pretty fast. A lot of power. Alright, see y'all in the next one. Everybody, here's an update. So we've been working pretty tirelessly on getting this thing mounted. So far the exhaust hole is down there because we had to cut the other exhaust off because it wasn't going to fit. The motor is mounted, as you can see by the 3 brackets here, and then the 2 main ones up there. We still got the welder connected up there. As you can see, those mounts back there. We have little brackets under here for supporting it up a little higher here on the front so then that chain can get clearance. There's the carburetor. We had to extend the lines here a little bit, just temporary, because we're going to try to get it to start up and see what happens. The chain currently does not have a link in it. It has a master link, but it doesn't have the clip that holds on the master link. So we're gonna have to find that or buy a new chain. The chain's pretty old anyway, so I think I'm just gonna buy a new one. There's the transmission all mounted up with the chain and everything on it. We got basic controls in here like the brakes and the throttle. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. The next thing is to get that chain fixed and replaced. We gotta go buy new gas lines so then you can actually do that right. And then that's about all she needs to run. Is just those minor fixes. Then you have to get goo for that tire. I'm gonna paint those motor mounts tonight. And then other than that, we have the plastics that we have to go fix. Other than that, she's looking really good. So, yeah. Alright everybody, here's an update on the Predator powered ATV. So, we got the new exhaust on here. So what I did was, I took the original factory exhaust and cut it, as you can see by right here. And I pushed it in and welded it in. And then I took the factory Predator exhaust and I drilled a hole into this and welded it right into there. So it just shoots up into here. And then it goes down, and then I welded it back into the factory muffler from the Predator, as you can see right there. So it weaves through all really nice and doesn't come in contact with anything and shoots out right here into the factory muffler. So that's pretty good. We got the gas tank on. It's pretty secure. I welded a plate down there and screwed it into that plate. This is the other throttle cable that went to the two-stroke oil carburetor that the stock ATV had. The other one goes down to here, where I zip tied it onto this governor arm because I bypassed the governor. And I put the spring right here, so then when you hit the throttle it just does this. And it gets full throttle and the governor can't control it. So, that's why I did that. Other than that, the motor, the only stock thing that the motor still has attached to it is this air intake. Other than that, I took all the other accessories off and moved them around, as you can see, so it could actually fit under there. I'm planning on replacing this with a different intake, hopefully, so then the seat can fit on, because currently the seat, it comes in contact with the top. So, we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I just have to finish painting these motor mounts. The new chain is coming in. That current chain, it's number 1, it's loose. Number 2, it's rusty. And 3, it's old. And number 4, it doesn't have a master link clip. The clip on it was lost and never found. So right now it was just on there for placement purposes, and it got looser as we actually did start it and moved it up and down the driveway a bit, but it did get a lot looser, as you can see. So the new chain, we're gonna probably have to take another link out, so we'll see how that goes. The new chain's supposed to come in 3 days, so then we'll get our first ride in. And then also we need to get some goo for that tire over there. It is draining air very slowly, but it's still draining, so we'll have to plug that or get goop for that. So yeah, other than that, everything's functioning and it is so close to its finished date. The motor is very secure, held on there, and yeah. We left these brake line wires just for the brake light because we still have the brake light, and I'm planning on hooking up just a small battery so then we can run some little headlights, pod lights, LED, and the brake light. Gotta make that system, but that'll be in a later update video. So yeah, other than that, all we have to do is get these plastics on and that seat on. The seat, it's all torn up, as you can see right here. So what we have here is some leather wrapping material that's also going to go onto this seat as well. I have enough for both. So yeah, I'm gonna put more stuffing in those holes and then put this over. So yeah, then we have a seat and everything. Alright guys. So now we'll get into the first start. Alright everybody, here is a startup of our Predator ATV here. It's pretty loud even though it has a muffler on it. And the throttle is really responsive, and especially since you have the torque converter, it has a lot of get up power and a lot of torque. So we're going to go ahead and get her started up. So I have everything on and that to start. So what's up, full first try. Run. We're going to put the parking brake on just so it can't move. Man, it's moving the parking brake, so. Got a lot of get up. That's for sure. Still trying to move. Parking brake release. Sorry, I need both hands. So, this probably needs to be tightened up a bit now that I'm looking at it running. Chain definitely needs some tension added. Probably have to get a tensioner for that. We are getting a new chain anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Other than that, it runs really good. Solid running. Need to adjust idle. And it jumps. A lot of fun though. Alright, so we'll see you. Turn that off. Alright, so now that will be the end of part 3. And we shall see you in the first drive of this Predator powered ATV. And then maybe we'll have a part 4 after that of getting the plastics done. But for now, we're going to go for a first drive in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And go check out part 2 and part 1 if you haven't seen them. It's been a fun project. And there's still more to come, like lights and stuff like that. Alright, see you in the next video.